another stunning day. I'm so happy to be out here. Maybe not so much the fact that I've now got to do speed work, however it is my favourite session, 400 metre repeats. I have to do 16 of them, which is 4 miles of effort. I'm aiming for around 5k pace or quicker, and I'm taking a minute recovery. With the minute recoveries, I take them as static, so I stand still. With my clients, I either tell them whether it's a static or a jog recovery. Something like a 5k pace, then yeah, definitely take static recovery. Just stand still, wait for the minute to be up, and then go again. So just done a warm up. I've just been doing some drills. So I've done some leg swings, high knees, heel flicks, squats, lunges, things like that, and then I'm just going to get going. I am halfway through 8 reps in, and probably going a touch quicker than what I need to be in terms of pacing. So let's see if I hold out for another 8, because we're halfway through now. Maybe a bit of an error, going too quick. My leg's starting to niggle a little bit, so if I need to cut it short at 12, then I will. I'm now 12 in. Like, my body wants me to stop, but I'm still going at a quick pace, so I don't know what's going on. So my mind is set now. I could quit here, however I've got to try and do 4 more, so I'm just going to try and take each one as it comes, because I've got to get back to the car now anyway. So I'll catch up with you. Run is complete, even the cool down. I thought that I would not be able to push past 12 reps, however, sort of like a mental block more than anything. So I just decided to I was like halfway around the lake, so I was like, I've got to try and get back to the car somehow. So I could either jog it or try to complete as many more reps as possible. So I just took each rep at a time, and actually managed to do really well. So I think the target pace was between 1:30 and 1:33 per rep, which is like 6 minute to 6:06 pace per mile, and I think everyone was under 1:33, so really happy with that. I'll have a look at the stats a bit more, and then I'll pop them on the screen after this. So yeah, really pleased. I have got another run scheduled this afternoon. I'm going out with a client, so hopefully for me that will be less intense than I did here, and I'll put them through a bit of a session like this. So yeah, looking forward to cracking on with the day, and it looks like hopefully this is going to be a good week. Fingers crossed, people. Wednesday, hours run done. Can't say that my legs enjoyed that one little bit at all. They're feeling very heavy from yesterday's session, but I have got the company of my JD, so he's kept me going.
Listen to the whinging for an hour.
Yeah, motivated me round. We've decided that because my legs feel so rubbish, that tomorrow's going to be a rest day. Yay!
But double tempo next week.
Oh, great. Look forward to that. Thursday evening session's done with my clients, so it's home time. It's quite late now. It's just gone 8 o'clock in the evening. So today was a non-scheduled rest day. Basically, my legs just felt rubbish yesterday, so James told me to take an extra day rest. So normally Thursdays would be tempo. I'm still avoiding the tempo runs. Can you believe it? I'm still not. Oh, lovely, it's raining now. So yep, avoid another day, another tempo, but tomorrow's plan is some easy with some strides, so I'll take you. I've just realised that it's now 10 to 11 on Friday night, and I have yet to film anything of today. So it's been a very long day for me. Fridays I'm normally up at 5 AM for a 6 o'clock client, and then I'm normally just in the studio all morning, and then I have sort of like afternoon and evening clients. So I've normally got a gap, and in that gap I utilise my time to catch up with admin work, online coaching plans, things like that. Today's run, so yesterday was a rest day. My legs weren't feeling great on Wednesday, and coach just said, James said, take a rest day on Thursday. Something I'm not used to, taking a rest day on Thursday. However, I felt really tired on Wednesday, so by the time of Wednesday finished, I was like, yep, I'm going to take a rest day tomorrow. Today's run, one of my clients, I went out and did a sort of training session with, running trust session, and that ended up being 5k in total, and then I headed out for my own run. So I had to do 4 miles easy and then some strides at the end. I was going to film the strides, however I really got into a rhythm, so I just didn't even bother to get my phone out. But I felt really strong today, and the pace wasn't like extremely quick, anything like that. It felt quicker than probably what it was, but I just felt strong, and that was what the main important thing was. Strides, so you're not looking for maximum effort, but you're looking at sort of increasing the fast twitch muscle fibers. You're looking at good form. You're looking at lifting your knees up, extending the triple extension back of the backwards leg, and it's just to increase good posture and form running. So I did 10 lots of 15 seconds like sprints or strides, and then did a recovery jog back. I didn't pause my watch at all, and I ended up covering a mile in 7:36 or something like that. So even with the recovery job, it did show that I was running faster in the strides. I looked at the strides afterwards, and it looked like I was running at about 5k pace. Now, I have done some strides quicker than that in the past, but today I just again was focusing on my form and just feeling strong rather than like going full pelt effort. So I didn't ever feel like completely out of breath, which was good. So the rest of today has just been doing other bits of work, and then off to park run tomorrow. I won't say much about what we've got planned, but I'll take you along with me. Back home after park run this morning, we headed over to Great Denham, which I've not done before, so it's a little towards Bedford way. And the idea for me today was just to try and do a kind of effort, like not, I guess you say full effort, but anyway, digressing. Really didn't capture much footage or anything like that, and by the time we parked up, done a warm up, and then got to the start line. I've been told that it's a nice, like, fast and flat course, which is correct. It is very flat. I didn't personally actually enjoy the course today. I found it quite tough in terms of, I don't know if mentally I wasn't there with it today, but it is a 2-lap course, but it just felt like parts of the segments of the course just went on for a long while. Like there was long straights on the laps, which I think I found challenging, where there's other courses that are a bit more, you can't see too much in front of you, so it feels like your mind's a bit more occupied. Time was 1 second slower than last week, so literally like consistent. However, it felt tougher today to try and get the same time as what I did last week. I just felt stronger last week. But I don't know now, like I'm really happy because it's another sub 20, 19:44. But not sure if I was working hard. It's really hard because like I felt like I was working really hard. However, I don't know if I mentally wasn't like really there today. Not sure. However, again, I've got to be happy with another sub 20. I'm going to go to the gym later and do some cross training. So like get on the bike and do the cross trainer and some rolling and things, like foam rolling, just so that I can preserve my legs for tomorrow's long run. I find that when I do efforts and then going to do a long run, my legs hurt. So I'm just going to try and prevent any DOMs as possible. So again, I've been really bad with filming this week, so I'm terribly sorry, but I've got loads to do today. What I thought was going to be a quiet Saturday I've actually turned into quite a busy one. Out for the Sunday run. We're almost just a mile left to go, basically. What a contrast from last week's weather. Today has been tough on the legs after the park run effort yesterday. The weather as well doesn't make it very inspiring, but I've had great company. Naomi's almost done 20 miles. Got Hero training for Manchester. We got Mikey and Sammy up front. But yeah, it's just about those runs are tough. It's just about getting through them. Mental toughness is a lot of. I can't believe it, we're halfway through this training plan already. How are we 8 weeks into this training plan and 8 weeks away from London? It's quite scary. I didn't realise until a client of mine had put their Strava, their run on Strava this morning and titled it 8 weeks till London. I thought, oh, yep, it is, thanks for the reminder. So I wanted to film a little part here just to recap the last sort of 8 weeks, what's been going on and what we've got coming up, and also how I feel this training plan has gone so far. So if you have watched my previous videos, back in 2018 I was also training for the London Marathon. My training was a dream. I had a training plan set out by James, my partner, and he's done various marathons and also has run a 2:56 marathon in the past, and I was literally ticking the boxes day by day. I was going through this, like, just everything was going really well. I just couldn't believe my luck. I had good days and bad days, don't get me wrong, and it was tough. Marathon training is not easy. However, I just can't believe how well it went and how it was just, I just stuck to the plan. This time around, whoa, nothing seemed to stick to the plan. So James wrote me out, we do a month per month plan, and also because of work, it is flexible, which is really good, so we do adapt it if we need to around my working week. So we'd written out January, and quite early on into January I pulled, I got a niggle in my adductor, so that's on the inside of your leg, and it wasn't anything to do with tight hips. I'm not really sure how it came about, but it might have just been an increase in mileage after Christmas. So we've had to watch that for a few weeks. I've been having physio, had some acupuncture, and just been sort of managing and maintaining my training. Things have also, I got ill for 1 week, which didn't help. I think that was like, maybe last week? Yeah, so like last week I was feeling good, like in myself, and then I got ill, so I was like getting back into training. And then my body's just adapting to getting used to the intensity again and the volume of the training. So I'm having to take rest days when I need them rather than on a set day. And as well, James had to change jobs recently through no fault of his own, because he's an amazing chef. But that has, like anyone knows, some stuff goes on in your personal life that also affects things going around your training. So he's been great, and it's not really affected anything at all. But other people that know us will know what's gone on. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange one in terms of, I'd love to sit here and say that my training plan has gone to plan, but it hasn't. And this is what I have learned so much in the last few weeks, is that training doesn't always go to plan, no matter how many marathons you trained for. You have to be adaptable, you have to be flexible, and you have to be tough. Because with the injury, I just wanted to run, and on some days I had to take rest, and that's really hard to do that. I've learned about my body, I've learned about my mind, I've learned that you have to listen to your body so much, and I feel like I am connecting with my body and understanding when to take rest days, just because it's also really hard to have a plan and feel like you have to stick to it. And also now I know what kind of sessions work, and I've not done any tempo runs in the last few weeks, which I should be so happy about, because I don't like tempo runs. However, I know the importance of them, and I know that they do work for me. So I'm just feeling that I'm missing that that kind of speed element with the tempo sessions, pushing up to my threshold. So anyway, apart from that, I'm really happy with where I'm at the moment, considering the circumstances. I've just pulled out 2 sub 20-minute park runs in the last 2 weeks. I have not missed a long run. My longest run has been at Bramley, which I did a few weeks ago, so it was 20 miler, and I managed to average that at 8:13 pace or something like that. So overall, the overall picture, I've got to be happy with where I'm at. If anyone doesn't know, my kind of target for London, I don't really want to set myself a target. I know that some people, like last year, I was so set on doing under 3:30. However, with a lot of my clients, some of them are asking me now what their marathon pace is going to be, but I don't think that I'm going to decide on their marathon paces until they're at the end of their training and they go into their taper. It puts too much pressure on things sometimes. So I'm just, right now, I personally, from London, would be happy with a PB. So last year I did 3:32. I was going for under 3:30, but the weather was too hot. and it just broke me in the last few miles. So I would be happy with 3:30, but you never know what's going to happen on the day itself. So I'm hoping that now we're halfway through, I'm hoping within the next sort of 4 weeks that I can understand where I'm at a bit more, and then we can take it from there. So what we've got coming up next month, this month now, March, is going to be the busiest month. Now this is going to test me in many ways. I've got 4 races in the next 4 weeks. I have the big half next Sunday, so let me know if you'll be there. The weekend after that we're in Cyprus, can't wait, cannot wait. I'm doing the half marathon there. The week after that I'm back in the UK and I'm doing the Oakley 20. That's a 20-mile course, which is very up and down. I have done it before. I did really enjoy it, so it will be a challenge, but looking forward to that. I did quite a good time on it, I think, last time I did it, back in 2017, I think I did that, and I did quite a good time for me on that. And the week after that is another 20-miler, so that'll be my last long run before I start to taper, I think. So a busy month coming up, but I'm looking forward to see how I get on with these training runs / races. Again, attack wise, I don't know how I'm going into them. I've got to talk to my coach, which is the benefit of having a coach, is that I don't have to set it myself. I get told what to do and then I try and hit the times or try and run how I've been asked to. But I am so proud of all of my clients too, because their continuation of their journey is spurring me on as well. And I've got so many clients training for Manchester, so that's in like 5 weeks time. So after all these races, we're then heading up to Manchester for the weekend, and I'm going to watch them as well. So yeah, it's gonna keep on this journey with us. It's been a turbulent one, but if you don't already, follow me on Instagram, cleancoachkatie. I do document a lot of my training on there as well, a bit more of like the nitty-gritty, and also a bit more about the cats and food and all things like that. But let me know what you'd like to see next in the videos coming up. I know that it's sort of been like a video diary of how each day has gone, but if you want some more things, let me know what you'd like to see, whether that's about what I eat in a day, how my day looks like in terms of training, fitting it in with work, or some more exercises in the gym and things like that, strength exercises. But yeah, I'd like your opinion to let me know what you'd like to see in future videos along this way. So thank you for sticking it out. We are halfway there, and look forward to seeing what's in store for us in the second half leading up to London.